Alright guys, just San here, back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and today we got the EZA reveals for the Agl Gogeta and the Physical Broly on the Superhero live stream, which I'll do a video going over all the details for that once the information for the Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo come out. Well, I guess the Ultimate Gohan and then the Power Awakening Piccolo, because they only transform on active for the Beast Gohan, and then the Orange Piccolo only transforms when he does his giant form, which is pretty interesting. I think it's a pretty odd way to do it. I really would have wished they just made it a transformation, but I'm sure everyone thinks the same. So, but it is what it is. They're still going to be extremely hype. I'm sure they're going to be really good. And yeah, but anyway, today's video is about the Agl Gogeta and the Physical Broly. So here's the announcement. We see that they did reveal that both of them are going to be getting an EZA. Now, technically in the live stream, they do not specify whether this is going to be on global. It might just be a JP exclusive thing, but I highly doubt they would do that. I don't really think they would leave global out on these two guys getting their EZA because it's extremely hype, and I do think they'd probably want to make it to where they both just EZA at the same time, just so everybody's happy. But yeah, this is the information right here we see. We don't have any information on them, actually. We just see that the information that they are EZAing, and I mean, I think that's a pretty good choice. Of course, a lot of people really wanted the Agl Gohan and Int Cell to EZA, but I do still think that this is extremely hype, and I mean, I'm not really that disappointed because I did just do a showcase on both of them, and they are still, well, the Agl Gogeta is still pretty good. The Physical Broly, I feel like, kind of sucks because he doesn't really have any tech into his kit. Like, he's not really doing anything to where he has, like, guard, dodge chance or anything like that. To whereas the Gogeta has a dodge chance, which obviously, regardless of what your stats are, a chance to dodge and take no damage is always really good. So, I mean, they could still get to some pretty solid numbers, and I really do think that their EZA could be insane if done correctly, but the way Dokkan's been doing their EZAs lately, I don't really know. I feel like, of course, EZAs like the STR Cooler have been really crazy, but then again, other ones like the Int Bardock, the Int Super Saiyan 3 one, have not really been that crazy. Don't get me wrong, he's still good, but like he's not really that crazy compared to the other people that have been EZAing. So I don't really know how good they're going to be. Just right off the bat, I think that for sure, again, there's a lot of things they could do to be really good because they've got, or the Gogeta's got a lot of tech, and the Broly has potential to maybe just have a really good just start of turn defensive stat or start of turn just offensive attack stat. But yeah, so this is the information right here. I am going to be doing a speculation video now, just going over what I think they could look like with their EZA. So that pretty much is it with the official news. So if you want to click off now, I get that, because I'm just going over what I think their EZA could look like. So we're going to start off with the Physical Broly. So this is his stats now. He has Movie Bosses category Ki +3, attack plus 170%, and then HP and defense plus 150%, and then full power category Ki +3, attack plus 170%, and HP and defense plus 130%. I think it's pretty obvious this is going to go up to Movie Bosses and full power category Ki +3, HP attack and defense plus 170%. That's just kind of how they do leader skills now. So yeah, that is probably what that is going to go to. And then for a super attack effect, he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to all enemies. So, I mean, they just need to give him some defense, right? If he greatly raised defense, I think that would do it, because he is also doing an AoE, which is extremely useful in stuff like World Tournament or even some Super Battle Road stages. So I don't think they have to do that much to make the super attack effect good. Just probably make it to where he gets 50% defense as well with his attack. And then onto his passive, he gets Ki +6, attack plus 130%, and defense plus 100%, and then he transforms when conditions are met. So yeah, really small passive, especially compared to stuff we've been getting today. I mean, you know, look at the Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan. Of course, we don't know what they do yet, but we do see how long the passive is, and yeah, it's nothing compared to this. So, or this is nothing compared to that. Yeah, Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo are nothing compared to this Physical Broly. No, I'm just kidding. But so I think honestly, what he could do is maybe just bump up the attack and defense, right? If they bumped it up to just 200% attack and defense, gave him a 30% chance to do an additional attack, or doing an additional attack that has a medium chance to be an additional super attack, I really think he'd be good, because they don't need to bump up this 6 key right here, because 6 key is it's already good enough, right? Especially for a TUR. And the 130% attack and or the 130% attack and the 100% defense really does suck, but again, they just need to bump this up to a really higher number, right? I mean, we're talking like 200%. Maybe if they really want to be nice, 250%. I say give him the additional chance because he does actually have an additional chance when he transforms. So I feel like just to kind of flow with his already established kit, just give him an additional chance when he is pre-transformed, especially if he is getting that defense on super attack effect. If you can get 2 super attacks off, then your defense would just be looking really good, alongside with a really good start of turn defensive stat, as long as he gets enough attack and defense just start of turn. So, I mean, I don't know, maybe they can give him some other tech, maybe give him some guard, maybe damage reduction or something for the first couple turns. Maybe if they want to have him build up to even more attack and defense, I think that's good, but I don't really think any of that is necessary. Well, I don't know, maybe it is, I don't know, maybe if he builds up like an additional 50 or 60% attack and defense with like every attack received or something, so it incentivizes you to put this guy in slot 1, or just something like that. But I don't know, I guess the one thing I do kind of know that this guy really just needs is defense on super attack effect, and of course, I guess just a bigger attack and defense start of turn buff, which honestly, I feel like that's what like 90% of the units in Dokkan need. I feel like that'll probably solve their kit. But yeah, anyway, so his transformation condition will not change. His links and categories obviously will not change. So, I mean, that's pretty much it with his pre-transform state. Now, on to when he transforms. So, his super attack effect is that he causes immense damage to enemy and massively lowers defense. So, he needs some defense right here. He needs to get defense for himself, not just lower defense. And, I mean, if they want to give him attack too, I'm down for that because he gets a bunch of additionals. Or, well, he only gets 1 additional. But you are going to be getting this often because it is a high chance of doing an additional super attack. So, I do think that if he did get attack, it would just exponentially increase the damage you're doing. So, maybe some attack and defense right here. And then for his passive, he gets Ki plus 8. So, that for sure does not need to be changed. He gets attack plus 188% and then defense plus 120%. And then he launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. So, I mean, again, just make this a higher just start of turn buff, right? He already has that additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super. So maybe if they want to bump that up to 2 additional attacks, each of which have a high chance of becoming a super, that would be really good, especially if he's getting defense on super attack effect. But yeah, really they just need to bump up the start of turn attack and defense buff. And they don't even need to change the key because 6 key was enough when he's pre-transformed. But now 8 key, that's just crazy. So, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it with this guy. He's not really doing too much other than the additional attack. So it's kind of hard to judge what his EZA will look like because they need to give him a lot of stuff, obviously, to hold up in today's meta. So, I mean, yeah, I guess that is it with this guy. Now, moving on to the Gogeta. So the Gogeta is a little different because this guy does a couple things, actually. He's attacks effective against all types, and then he also has a medium chance of evading enemies' attack just permanently, period. So that is really useful, and I think maybe if they could bump up the chance to dodge to 50%, and then, honestly, obviously, they could keep the attacks effective against all types, and then bump this up to 150% or 200% if they want to be nice, and then make this greatly raising attack and defense for 1 turn, and then bam, you got a good unit right there. Not only does he have that 50% chance to dodge, but he's going to have a pretty good start of turn defensive stat because you got to keep in mind, not only is this an extra, I guess, 50% attack and defense if they give him 150%, or 100% attack and defense if they give him 200%, but he is also getting those 20 levels and extra 5 SA, so that's just going to increase his stats, and that's going to increase his super attack, so of course he's just going to be doing more damage and just having higher defense, just because of the increase in stats. So alongside with all this, I think just all that overall is going to make this guy really, really good. And, oh, I do want to talk about his leader skill too. So, yeah, it's going to be, when he EZAs, it's just going to be Movie Heroes or Fusion category. Ki plus 3, HP tag and defense plus 170%. Excuse me, not 130%. That's what it is now. But it's going to EZA, and he's going to be at 170%. So, yeah, his transformation conditions are starting from the 5th turn, so that will not be changed. But I don't really think this needs to be changed anyway. This is an extremely good just condition overall. And then, again, his links and categories will not be altered at all. So, moving on to when he's transformed, his super attack effect is that he greatly raises attack for 3 turns and causes immense damage to enemy. His passive is that he gets 130% attack and defense. He performs a critical hit when attacking, so just guaranteed crits, which is really nice. And then he has a high chance of evading enemies' attack. So, honestly, this, of course, needs to be attack and defense for 3 turns, because then you're getting that 50% defense into the next turn, and then that's when this guy starts to get crazy. So he has 130% attack and defense start of turn. That needs to go up to at least 150%, but I mean, honestly, it probably should go up to like 200%. And then he gets that guaranteed crit, which, I mean, not really much to talk about. That's really good even now. And then he has the high chance of evading enemies' attack. I think if they can make that a great chance, then well, that would be really useful, but I don't know. I don't know how good he would be looking defensively because, I mean, well, no, if he's getting the if he's greatly raising defense for 3 turns, and then if they give this guy built-in additionals, if you're getting both of those super attacks, not only would your defense for that 1 turn look really good because you're greatly raising defense twice, but then on the next turn, both of those carry on into the next turn, right? So your defense is just going to get crazy, and then you super attack again after that, and then, oh my god, yeah, your defense is going to get really high. So I think they do probably need to give this guy built-in additionals if they give him defense on super attack effect, and I think the defense on super attack effect is pretty obvious that that's something he's going to get. So, yeah, obviously, I think that this guy could be doing a lot of things when he EZAs, but I really think that that's what he needs when he does EZA because, but the issue with both of these units is that they're not really that good defensively, and in this Broly's case, he's not even really that good offensively. He does have that AoE, which is nice, but I don't really like his attack stats. They're still just too low for me. But then the Gogeta, he can do some pretty good damage. He does some, you know, he has the guaranteed crits, and then he is super effective against all types. But his defense is just a little too lacking for me. So, I mean, yeah, that pretty much is the video. Excuse me if I've been a little rough throughout this. It's really early for me, so I'm extremely tired. I'm going to go to bed after this. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think they could do with their EZA, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.